Ooh, Senpai noticed Vadim.
Okay. Have they entered that room?
They have.
Drop torch, cast spell, reflex save.
There you go.
+9, and we'll throw a little bit of sauce on that. Yep, that's +9. So, fingers crossed, and 19.
You're good.
All right. So, I mean, they can make reflex and will saves.
I'd just like to point out my way was a lot quieter.
My way was more fun.
That's why I let you get on with it.
Boy. It's bad when the I'm gonna charge guy has the quiet option. So reflex and will saves?
Yeah, they can. I guess they can try. I mean, they're kind of at the epicenter of this explosion. Well, not really explosion because it's liquid flame.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that number 1 jumps right on top of it going, ha ha!
Yeah, he jumped on the grenade. So yeah, that's gonna be 22 damage, and they catch on fire.
Oh, they're pretty much ash from that damage, dude.
Yeah, yeah, and that's 22 damage to the fungus as well.
Well, sad to say, you cannot get a yellow mold culture out of it anymore because it's all completely dead.
You know, I'm okay with that. I didn't want to be carrying that shit around.
Yeah, you're not really an alchemist. You wouldn't really find much of a use for it.
No.
You know.
So Vadim's gonna wait about 30 seconds. And then whistling quietly to himself.
I mean, I'm gonna do this because of one thing.
Hmm?
How loud exactly would that spell really be?
I don't know. How loud is an explosion Never mind.
Technically, I don't think it really would be because it's described as a rain of liquid flame. It's not an explosion. It's just
Greek fire.
Yeah, just drizzling hell.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this. You just hear that continuous breathing sound, which you already know is the surf.
All right, so Vadim is going to look around this corner.
Okay.
Make sure the fire's out.
It is. And, yeah, if the cave walls weren't black already, they're pretty much black right now.
And continuing to whistle quietly to himself, probably bridge over the river Kwai or something. He's going to walk in, wrap something around his hand, pick up the enchanted pickaxe, tie it to his pack because it's too hot to really put inside of it.
Oi! Someone just picked up our enchanted pickaxe over in the other room, Bay 33. But we're up here at the first floor. How do we know? Magic.
Go fuck yourselves.
Oh, all right. And they were never heard from again.
Then continue on. Problem solved.
Honestly, do you guys have any other GMs that let you get away with as much bullshit as I do?
Well, no, technically that solution was not bullshit.
Well, yeah, nah, that was actually pretty clever, pretty well done. Took care of 2 birds, 1 stone.
Actually, I do have a GM that lets me get away with more bullshit. I got a GM that lets me never miss with my musket.
Yeah, that's bullshit. See,
It's due to the training stuff, and I just got a couple of lucky rolls that increased my accuracy up to 125%.
Wait, what game is this?
It's an Everdark campaign. Everdark Warhammer campaign.
Yeah, Crap would probably know more about that than I do.
I didn't play
Yeah,
Warhammer
Warhammer.
Fantasy. I don't play fantasy. I play 40K.
Okay.
and the only one I ever played was Black Crusade, and I never really got it. I didn't.
I was going to say Warhammer. And I think the best way to explain it to you, really, is to say it's just like 40k, except not in space.
It goes by the Everdark dungeon rules, but it's set in the Warhammer fantasy universe, like Carl Fromm.
Okay.
Right, so we're just gonna keep on moving on through this room.
All right. That the ghouls were pretty much the only things there.
All right.
Yeah, the ghouls were the only things in that room.
Did they leave anything metal behind when they ashed,
Eh,
or anything really substantial at all?
the metal pickaxe heads, but the wood burned, so
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
make of that as you will. So, when you get up to there, you have a fork in the road. And there are 2 people standing guard. One is blue, one is red.
Oh, I eat them both.
Raggy eats them both. You may now choose which way to go without the ridiculous riddle.
Okay.
You did say eat
What?
them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They look too pillish to me, and if I see a pill, I'm going to take it.
God damn it.
All right, then. I guess I'll spare a look into 36 first.
Okay. 36. The cramped tunnel opens into a vertiginous
Yeah, vertiginous.
gulf here. A cathedral-like cavern with a roof arching 30 feet overhead and dropping into a sloshing pool of foamy seawater 50 feet below. A steep stone ledge winds down to these surging depths. Its slope glistening with moisture and mold. More mold. Lovely. Narrow fissures wind into the rock face in the northwest. Rivulets?
Yeah,
Eh,
I think so.
like that's how it's spelled.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Rivulets of water dripping down from them across the sloping ledge into the pool below. A stone door stands in the northern wall about halfway down the slope. And let's see here. You see... You remember those goblins you dealt with in the last series?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see more of them. You see about 4 of them. Look to be commandos from this range. And, yeah. They don't look right.
Huh.
They don't look ripe.
Right.
They look rather ripe.
I will be back in a second.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Hey, how easily do you guys think you could take on something with 6 HP?
Pretty easily.
I think I could fart at it and kill it.
As long as his AC is under 5,000, we'll be possibly okay.
Nah, its AC is 5,000.1.
Raggy faces down a metal slime. It has 52 AC.
Well,
I don't
what
think I
if-
can hit 52. I think the highest I can hit is like 40.
You know, unless you're not
Not
20.
even, not even 40.
Well, remember, Douglas, everyone always has a 5% chance to hit.
That's true.
All you gotta do is pray that you roll a 20 before it runs away.
I can't run home. It's not fast enough to run away.
You've never seen a metal slime, have you?
Okay, fair enough.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome back. So, pretty much, these guys, the goblin ghouls, they don't look like ghoulification has helped their chances of beating you at all.
Ah,
I take it you look to the left now?
yeah.
Let's see. The western wall of this foul-smelling cavern is heaped with bones, each scarred by the scraping of teeth. Most of the bones have been cracked open for the marrow within. The horrific stink of the place seems to mostly come from a wretched pile of body parts, some animal, some humanoid, heaped in a dismaying mound to the east.
Even looks back, he's got 4 ghoulized goblins over here if you guys want to handle those.
Oh yeah, you find 4 ghouls in B35.
Okay, 4 goblins either way.
Yeah, 4 goblin ghouls, 4 human ghouls. One of them actually has a caved-in skull with a stone protruding from it.
I'm going away from the computer for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
That one is called Special.
Oh, man. I want to tell you guys exactly how he got that. This is...
Cave-in.
Nah, player knowledge. This was a carpenter in Aldern's employ. And the carpenter got caught sleeping with Aldern's wife.
Yeah.
That piece of stone in B9, there's a angelic statue. That's its wing. Now, the question here is this. Did he get caught sleeping with the wife before or after ghoulification?
That is a good question.
I do not wish to find out the answer.
And the nesting Douglas has found the comfortable spot, piling blankets all around himself in order to create that relaxing nest to lay his eggs.
Yeah, I laid a egg earlier. Oh, we won't go into that.
Why the heck don't I bring out blankets out here?
I don't know.
Like 30 degrees in this garage.
So yeah, you guys can either deal with the 4 goblin ghouls with 6 HP each, or the 4 humanoid ghouls with 10 HP each. You decide how you want to deal with them. Have fun. Get creative. By the way, Vadim, unbeknownst to you, but to your player, you gain a hero point.
Yay.
You get a point of badassness.
I will back up and let them take care of these two groups. I want to preserve as many spell points as I can from now, because that spell took 4. So
Ouch.
I mean, it was worth it, but
Yeah.
See, okay, never mind.
Trying to look up Cone of Cold. I D6 right now. The range on that. It doesn't have a max number of targets.
Nah, pretty much every single target within the cone.
Yeah. They can hit all of them within that cone. If I can herd them all into one area, I could probably take them out with a single cone of cold.
If you're lucky. You said it was a D6 per
5d6.
5d6?
Yeah.
If you got seriously unlucky, yeah, no.
Yeah, but I don't think I will. I'll at least take out the goblins, most likely. The other guys might manage to resist. I don't think they have very high reflexes.
Gannon, on the other hand.
No, he doesn't say reflex.
Gannon seems like he wants to deal with the human ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
How does Gannon want to handle the human ghouls?
Besides walking into the center of them and just sweeping?
True. So pretty much you just brute force their skulls into the wall?
Yep.
Noted. Granted. Pretty much you just sweep the leg, sweep the Tetsubo, and their skulls are embedded well within the wall due to the fact that your Tetsubo has undead bane.
That's right, it does. I forgot about that.
So pretty much you guys hear the scariest Mr. Popo laugh coming from B35.
I never heard Mr. Popo laugh.
It was pretty much the thing that haunts Krillin's nightmares. And dreams.
pecking order.
Oh, geez. My cone of cold pretty much takes up this whole entire thing. I just need to know the degrees of the cold. It hits on the other side of the room at the very least. It's a 60-foot cone.
One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, you completely ice age the entire room.
I need to roll for damage or anything?
Yeah, you do need to roll for damage.
Alright, one moment. Let me set up the macro.
It's 5d6. Just type /R 5d6.
Yeah, I know. I just like to have the macro. For future stuff.
Mythic Cone of Cold.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. You pretty much go. You crack your knuckles, crack your neck, and you're like, ha ha! Boom! You just shout out, Hori Fraku! And the entire room becomes an ice age. You now have gold.
There's some of that power back.
You now have.
Oh.
You now have ghoulish goblin ice statues. And yeah.
Hey, Raggy, you want a popsicle?
Sure.
Good.
Also. Oh, man. Mythic Cone of Cold, D10.
What?
The
What about Conical?
Mythic Cone of Cold, 1d10 per caster level.
Where's that? What is that?
Okay.
Mythic. Mythic, you guys are not getting to Mythic. So yeah, Vadim, you summoned fire. Zacharia summoned ice. Gannon summoned physical.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good elemental range here.
I mean, the only other idea I might have had would have been to use Thunder Stomp, but my caster level's a lot lower than my normal CRB for tricks.
Yeah. So yeah, nah. You guys have a clear pass to B37 besides a stone door. Let me just read B36 real quick to make sure you're not getting this. Well, fuck.
What?
Stone door leading to B37 is unlocked and untrapped.
I charge it. It's almost a wall, right?
You charge the stone door, it crumbles.
Yay.
All right.
Vadim?
Hmm?
You go into the room and you get a nosebleed. This damp cavern contains several items of furniture. A rickety table sits in the middle of the cave, its damp surface cluttered with all manner of what appears to be garbage. Empty bottles, bits of clothing, crumbled bits of paper, and more lying in neatly organized rows. A painting leans against the far side of the table, facing a large leather chair that sits nearby. The chair's high back and cushion are horribly stained by smears of rotten meat, and its arms are sticky with blood. A smaller table sits against the southern wall, its surface heaped with silver platters, fine porcelain plates, and crystalware. The quote-unquote food on these plates and platters is rotten meat. In some cases, humanoid in source. And in all cases, writhing with maggots.
Oh, I say hello to the maggots.
I was about ready to say, oh look, Raggy has someone to talk to.
I know, I've been waiting to talk to them for ages. It's so quiet down here. We've had insects to talk to.
Thick, rotting blood gels in the crystal. Yet the horrific stench of the room seems somehow even thicker and more overwhelming than this gruesome display can account for on its own. The stench seems strongest to the west, where the cave's wall has been overtaken by a horrific growth of dark green mold and dripping fungi. At the center, a patch of black tumescent fungus grows. Its horny ridges and tumor-like bulbs forming what could almost be taken to be a humanoid outline. What appears to have once been an exquisite puzzle box, the size of a man's fist, lies smashed on the ground at the fungoid shape's feet.
Looks like you got the wrong solution.
Yeah, there's something wrong. Oh. Oh.
So,
Can I detect magic?
before that, I'm gonna take it that people give close inspections.
You're gonna have to. Especially to the papers.
Yeah. So, on the table, there's like a collection of all sorts of porcelainware and all that good stuff, as well as some broken arrows, some potion bottles, a lock of Gannon-colored hair, tied in a knot. Pretty much, there's a list of things here that Gannon recognizes a couple things here and there, as well as things that he could swear to God he left at his house.
Like?
No female companions if you're worried about that.
Okay.
It's just mundane objects.
Okay.
Like things you would recognize, like Death's hookah. To which you're looking at it and you're like, oh boy.
He's gonna be salty.
So you also look at the parchment, right?
Yeah.
They seem to be water damaged. Well, the parchment's water damaged, but it's completely dry, and it seems to be charcoal drawings. Drawn by hand. And they each, I'm going to say about, I don't know, it's a stack, so I'm going to say like 8 different drawings of Gannon in horrible, gruesome death scenes.
Oh, how charming.
Somebody here really has a hate boner for you.
They got something for me.
Yeah, you got one that's hanging with your guts spilling out, dismemberment. Ooh, I think that one's illegal in about 20 different counties. And it's along the lines of the nature of the drawings varies depending upon the sin of the PC. If it was for the original person I was going to have him stalk, it would have been erotica.
Although, it could have been mine. Would have been the same.
Nah, you weren't around.
Oh. Oh, it was meant for what's-her-face.
Yes. I'm trying to think, though, what he would have drawn for Raggy with gluttony or Vadim with greed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Vadim surrounded by tons of wealth? Or Raggy with lots of food? No, Raggy is fat. The most surprising thing ever. Raggy would be fat.
Well, okay.
Let's see here. Da-da-da. But yeah, no. Each and every single one of these... Oh, no. There's not 8. There's not 8. There's 8 dozen. These are a collection of several dozen pages. And while Vadim and Gannon are currently leafing through the images, a letter falls out. It was written by a rather graceful hand to Aldern.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do I need to scroll up or... I need to scroll up. Here we go. Aldern, you have served us quite well. The delivery you harvested from the caverns far exceeds what I had hoped for. You may consider your debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet I still have need of you, and when you awaken from your death, you should find your mind clear and able to understand this task more than in the state you lie in as I write this. You shall remember the workings of the Sihedron ritual, I trust. You seemed quite lucid at the time, but if you find after your rebirth that you have forgotten, return to your townhouse in Magnamar. My agent shall contact you there soon. No need for you to bother the brothers further. I will provide the list of proper victims for the Sihedron ritual in 2 days' time. Commit that list to memory, and then destroy it before you begin your work. The ones I have selected must be marked before they die. Otherwise, they do my master no good, and the greed in their souls will go to waste. At the reading of the greed in their souls, Gannon's eyes slowly turn to look at Vadim.
Don't look at me.
If others get in your way, though, you may do with them as you please. Eat them, savage them, or turn them into pawns. It matters not to me. Your mistress, wanton of nature's pagan forms. So yeah, it mentioned brothers, which Vadim, you know of as the brothers of Sihedron,
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of the Sihedron bullshit in there. You don't know what the nature's pagan forms means? It doesn't exactly explain it here, from what I can see as of yet.
Mm.
Does anyone look at the portrait?
Sure.
All right. The portrait that leans against the table's far side is of Lesha. Yes? No, that's not an elf. I'm trying to think of how to pronounce her name. It looks like Isha to me. Or Aisha. Could be Aisha. You know what? We're going to go with Aisha. But you guys don't know that. It looks like a rather clumsy attempt to repaint a portrait of a rather beautiful woman. As you can probably guess. With blood and bits of runny, rotten flesh into a caricature of the... Oh, no. Oh, no. You do see a portrait of a rather beautiful young lady, but in blood and rotten flesh is a portrait of Gannon.
Vadim slowly looks at Gannon.
I don't know. It ain't Aurora.
Vadim,
Hmm?
you do feel the painting can be restored and is actually worth something to someone. Because it is, like, you underneath the rather bullshit painting that's in there, you know? You feel as if, you can probably get something from it because it is a rather beautiful painting.
Hmm.
And, actually, no. Because of your amazing knowledge local checks that you've made, you are able to see the beautiful woman, and you do know her as Aisha, the wife of Aldern Foxglove. But it would seem that, like, you're a smart individual. You're an investigator. I'm gonna state that you have enough foresight to make the jump in logic here to where it's like, looks like Aldern has a new love in his life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah. By the way, you know that fungoid, the fungoid figure in the middle of the room?
Mm-hmm.
You know that beautiful feeling you've been getting throughout the entire place of phylactery and all that shit?
Yeah, it's coming from that, isn't it?
Yo. Knowledge Arcana?
Yep.
Can I also roll that?
Sure.
One of the few knowledges I'm trained in.
Oof, bad roll this time.
Really?
Training did you so much.
What's funny is that you both are using the same color dice.
Oh, that's probably my problem. I fucked myself. I didn't switch back to my transparent dice.
Gannon? You look at this and you're like, huh. So this is what happens to a failed lich.
Huh.
I'm just doing this as a test.
Okay.
Yeah, that was part of my problem.
But yeah. As soon as you, like, state to Vadim that with your, like, to the best of your knowledge, this is a failed liching, Vadim will fully understand what's going on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This is the remains of Vorel Foxglove. Apparently, he was doing a ritual to become a lich. But something happened. You don't know what, but something happened to interrupt or disrupt the ritual. And based upon all three of your arcane knowledge of the subject, when you fail a liching, necromantic energy lashes back and destroys the physical body, transforming it into an embodiment of something. His is the embodiment of contagion and fungoid corruption that grows on the walls.
Oh.
So, common sense roll. Who wants to touch it?
No.
Nope.
Go on.
You said
I
it
would
was.
actually-
You said it was luminous fungus, right?
No. It's black
Okay.
fungus.
Does it look tasty?
No.
Raggy, no.
Okay, then I won't touch it.
Don't make me get the newspaper.
They actually make a note in the book which states ingesting this.
Don't do it.
Okay, no, I'm not listening to you, City. But if you said didn't look tasty, then no, I wouldn't bother. If it looked tasty, I'd go for it. But
So you three, knowing this, notice the puzzle box down at his feet.
I'm going to detect magic on the puzzle box finally, now that you finally get to do that.
There are residual necromantic magics coming from it.
Well, there's the failed phylactery, most likely.
It is an incomplete and ruined lich phylactery.
Maybe the puzzle box got destroyed by something, and that's why it failed.
This puzzle box doesn't look familiar, does it?
No.
Okay.
Does it look familiar to me, perhaps? Maybe it's an ancient puzzle box?
Nah, this was done in like the past 80 years.
Okay, then way after my time.
Yeah.
I think whenever I have sex with someone from this era, it goes way beyond cradle robbing. What would you call this?
You are the ultimate pedophile.
Well, I don't know.
Embryo robbing?
By the way, so, Gannon, get back in the room.
Ah, fuck.
Yes, there's something big important here. You guys do notice that Zachariah's ice spell did actually get through the door and into here. So you notice something sitting in the chair.
Oh.
Okay.
It's Aldern! He's frozen in place. Let's see here. He can't see.
Seems like something we would have noticed sooner.
Plot blanket. I just noticed it myself.
We
Really
might have
put
a
a
problem.
I thought.
Your damage dealer is asleep.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I have to move in order to make rolls, but I can do that if I have to.
So I'm just going to state this. He notices you guys coming in. Like he opens his eyes. He's like trying to move his arms and legs, but they're rather fastly held in place.
I just point at Zacharia. Blame him.
As soon as he says that, my hands start to appear to be smoking.
Hold on.
Vadim?
Hmm.
Do you have Detect Magic on by any chance?
Of course.
You're noticing something that only you would notice in particular. Due to the main
Tell me more.
Due to the main fact that you also suffer from this. He is a split personality. You're able to see Aldern, but at the same time you see a more dark and more dark and horrible and just downright blech type of magical aura in the back of his mind.
Vadim leans closer to him and kind of leans back and forth, looking into his eyes.
He is full-on ghoulified. There's really not much left of humanity left in him. But as soon as he sees Gannon, you live. Well and good. For now I shall have the reward of tasting your heart while it is yet warm.
If you step away from the crazy man, I'm coning him.
Shut up.
You're welcome to try.
How?
He-
Vadim kind of snaps his fingers in front of the guy's face.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
focus. Focus.
you're his companion. The greedy one. Your soul is tainted with the greed of the foul. Your soul is on my list. I can take your soul to the brothers, and we can do many things to you.
Yeah. We'll get to that later. Your soul, however, that has some interesting stuff going on.
Oh, you noticed, did you?
Oh, I have some experience in the field.
His name is the Herder.
Any knowledge check that can help me identify that?
Anything that has to deal with history.
I think I have history also. Yep. Can I roll too?
Yep.
Come on, roll high. Fuck!
Ha!
Considering that the Herder is only a myth that, well, a legend, urban legend that came around 100 years ago, you probably wouldn't have known.
Yeah, fair enough.
Vadim?
Uh-huh.
The Herder was the name of a rather insidious man that went around Magnamar and your beloved Sandpoint, killing individuals with a razor and
Okay.
skinning them alive.
I see. So, how did this herder come to exist in you?
Well, you see, he was my grandfather.
Hmm.
The man standing in the middle of this room. He failed to become one with the good father.
So he possessed you so that he could continue his work through you.
Yes, indeed.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that you were insane, I'd say I can sympathize. I'm not sure which one of you I sympathize with more, but such is life, I suppose. So what exactly are you doing? What are you working on here now?
Blah blah yada yada blah 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 yada 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 blah blah blah. He looks kind of confused, and in the moment he goes, "Line!" And one of the aides of the broadcast company comes out on set, shows him the script. He reads it real quick, and he's like, "Okay, thank you." Action! Well, what I'm here doing is the will of the Brothers of Seven. I have a lot of ties to them, you see. My family has a lot of ties to them. You seem to be the intelligent one of the group. You should already know that. They gave me this gift of the All-Father in order to bring minions into the group, as well as hunt down and kill all that get in his way.